Welcome to the Washington, D.C. chapter of ACM SIGGRAPH. My name is Mark Jetty, and I am the current chapter chair. I'd like to take this time to let everyone know a little bit about our chapter. If you have the accompanying slide deck, please feel free to follow along. Our chapter was founded in 1989. For those who may have seen last year's presentation, you may notice a different date. Well, while we were assisting the ACM SIGGRAPH Historical Project, we came across a record of our chapter dating back to 1989. This means our chapter has been active in some form for over 30 years. That's pretty impressive for a small chapter. Okay, next slide. In addition to myself, there are three other members on our board. There is Kim Wallace, who is our vice chair, Paris Call, who is our secretary, and Roberto Ortiz, who is our treasurer. Interesting fact, all three of these people at some point in the past have been a chair of the chapter. If it wasn't for the dedication and hard work of these people, our chapter could not be what it is today. If you're interested in learning more about our chapter or knowing when we have our meetings, please follow us on our webpage, our social media meetup page, or our Facebook page, where we try and post everything we can about our chapter. And our next slide. The pandemic was changed the landscape for a lot of us. We usually meet in person, but we were not able to do that this past year. But we quickly pivoted to an online format. Okay, this still allowed us to host 12 meetings and have an even larger audience than we normally have. Some of the highlights include the lead artists from the NASA Conceptual Image Lab, who discussed their short film for the 2020 Electronic Theater, as well as how they create the animations for upcoming missions. It was really fascinating. We also explored forensics graphics for use in court situations as evidence. There are many different types of graphics, and we try to explore the various worlds of it. Local artists also created a short film called Nightlights, and they actually joined us to show us how they came up with the concept and then executed this very cute 2D animation. We discussed the future of filmmaking, where it's going, what it's doing. The Maryland Institute College of Art Vice Provost joined us to discuss traditional art and the university. It's good to have a traditional background in art because this will help you in your digital life. And one of our favorites and well-received presentations we had was the Genesis of the Story, which is a panel discussion about storytelling, where we didn't focus on the mechanics of doing it, but where do the ideas come from? What is inspiration? And how can somebody who doesn't think they can tell a story become a storyteller and start to look at the world around us in a very different way and start to see things? Some of the highlights also included our chapter challenge, which came out of our Genesis of the Story panel discussion. We were challenging our members and followers to be creative by putting out two different challenges for them to try, one of which was given a stock still 3D model of a person, create a still image that tells a story, or create a short animated film intro sequence with the theme of, if the Washington, D.C. chapter was a film, what would the intro sequence to a film look like? That was very interesting, and we had some interesting interpretations of that. And one of the real big highlights was the fact that with our virtual format, we have had people from all across the country and as far away as Australia and the UK join our meetings. And we have also been able to join meetings from other chapters from across the country. This has been exciting and has been leading to some collaborative work, which we hope to continue with in the future. So in conclusion, we hope that you will follow our chapter, maybe join us for a meeting in the future, and, just visit all of the other SIGGRAPH chapters as well. I hope you enjoyed this short presentation about our chapter, and I hope you enjoy SIGGRAPH 2021.